Checking finance now, and the stock market closed lower. The All Ords down 6 points. Our dollar is buying 75 US cents. Checking fuel, the average price for unleaded petrol in Brisbane is $1.37. Diesel is $1.44. The average on the Gold Coast is $1.37. RACQ says fuel is cheap, so make the most of the bottom of the cycle and fill the tank. An international study of makeup has found popular products contain the potentially cancer-causing chemical PFAS. The US and Canadian study screened 231 cosmetics and found toxic traces in 82% of waterproof mascaras, 63% of foundations and 62% of liquid lipsticks. The ACCC is reviewing the study's findings.
Deeply disturbing and dangerous. Tonight, Queenslanders, seniors in particular, are being warned not to be frightened by the advice of billionaire businessman Clive Palmer when it comes to the COVID-19 vaccination. Mr Palmer's accused of distributing scaremongering letterbox flyers to southeast residents, and medical authorities slamming it as misinformed fear campaign.
On the brink of a COVID outbreak, with rapidly changing advice and restrictions heightening fear and uncertainty in our community, this is what residents across the country are receiving in their letterbox. A flyer signed Clive Palmer.
It caught my eye because it said urgent communication.
Strathpine senior Gloria Stenson was confused to find Clive's urgent letter in the mail, which makes a series of disputed claims about COVID-19 and the vaccine.
I just don't know what to believe, and my concern is for people my age. There's some people that really are a bit nervous about it, and when you read that, it makes you more nervous.
The Pharmaceutical Society of Australia slamming numerous statements such as,
"There is no pandemic in Australia."
That is a lie.
It's caused clotting disorders, it's caused deep vein thrombosis, seizures, cardiac injury, Bell's palsy.
The more significant side effects are very, very, very rare.
The letter goes on to say pharmaceutical companies have been granted complete indemnity should their vaccine cause illness or death.
Drug companies will still be held to account should things go wrong.
Where does he get his information from?
The flyer even implicates the medical watchdog, claiming the Therapeutic Goods Administration and the government are spreading misleading information designed to create fear in the population. But the TGA says it's the other way around, describing this as a misinformation campaign conducted by Mr Palmer, and have written to him directly with its concerns.
It's misinformation at best and potentially dangerous at worst.
In a statement, Clive Palmer says he strongly defends the campaign. Gloria, though, is having none of it, planning to get her jab soon.
Clive, if this is just scaremongering, I think you've got a lot to answer for. This is too serious to play around with.
Sally Guyot, 9 News.
Well, Luke's back now with your full weather forecast. Luke, we have a bit of rain around for the first week of school holidays.
Yeah, we do, Melissa. More than a bit, actually. I wish I had better news for you if you are on school holidays. We could see our monthly average for July in just Thursday, Friday and Saturday this week alone. To be fair, July is our driest month of the year. We only see around 60 millimetres in the gauge for the city for the month of July. But I'll show you the 7-day outlook in just a moment. It's not pretty viewing for those on school holidays. The only good news I have for you, these gusty southeasterly winds that made for pretty ordinary beach conditions today will drop off from Thursday. So despite the rain, we will have glassy conditions down on the beach. And speaking of the beach, have a look at this. Over at Amity at Point Lookout yesterday, these guys having a fish on the beach, kangaroo rocks up, thinks about jumping in. In the end, he goes in for a swim. You don't see this every day. Gets up to his neck and then eventually bounds off. Great to see. Have a look at the temps today from around the southeast. The daytime temps all up around average. It was 21 for most of us. A little bit warmer in the city, got up to 22, but very cool morning. Ipswich getting down to just 2 degrees. It was just 1 degree for Canungra, and Oakey dipped just below 0 this morning. Now on tomorrow's weather map, onshore winds, a chance of bringing some showers along parts of the Queensland and New South Wales coasts. A trough front will bring some rain to the southwest of Western Australia, and a high will bring a settled day to much of the interior. Pretty cool morning though. If we check around the grounds tomorrow, Canberra will drop down to -1. Showers on the way way for Sydney, mostly sunny for Melbourne, Hobart and Adelaide, and hot and humid in the top end for Darwin. Now back home, just a chance of light showers along the North Queensland coast, but mostly sunny in the interior right the way through to Roma, and mostly sunny along the Capricornia coast as well. But further south, from around Hervey Bay, we could see a shower or two, and here in the southeast, a good chance of rain for most of us tomorrow. Not heavy, only up around 2 to 4 millimetres, particularly along the coastal fringe. Lighter rain in the west, temps similar to what we saw today. Ipswich getting up to 21, and overnight temps dropping down to around 7 in the west. Out on the bay, southerly winds 15 to 20 knots, turning southeasterly during the day. Seas getting up to 1.5 metres on the bay and 2 metres offshore. And for the city, good chance of rain, anywhere up to 3 millimetres is the forecast. Top of 20 degrees and dipping down to 12. And here's what's heading our way. From Wednesday, the rain will start to pick up. And then from Thursday, could see up to 10 millimetres. Saturday and Friday will be the heaviest of the falls, anywhere up to 20 millimetres both days, and the showers starting to clear on Sunday. For Ipswich, a pretty similar outlook, although your rain will be slightly less than what we see in the city. Here on the Gold Coast, good chance of rain most days this week. The heaviest, unfortunately, on Saturday when the Gold Coast Marathon gets underway. And guys, a pretty similar outlook up on the Sunshine Coast as well.
All right, thanks, Luke. And that is 9 News Queensland for this evening. Tracy is next with a current affair.
Thanks for your company. From all of us, good night.